Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. In 2019, Modi government came back to power with a promise. The promise of Sabka Sath, Sabka Vikas. Not sure about anyone else, but in the last few years, Vikas has only happened with the rate of inflation in the country. Continuing the trend of Vikas, the retail inflation rate in the country is at 7.79% today. This is the highest retail inflation rate to be recorded in the past 8 years. Just to give you a bit of an idea, the RBI's tolerance limit for the consumer inflation rate stands between 4 to 6%. So the current high of inflation is way above the maximum limit the RBI has set for what the citizens of the country can tolerate. So I think the new slogan of the Modi government should be Sabka Sath, Mehengai Ka Vikaas. Now let us understand this issue in bit of a detail, but before that, as I have been saying in my previous videos, notice the pattern. The common man is getting fleeced due to high inflation, but not even a debate or a 10-minute discussion is being conducted on the mainstream news channels. Compare that with wall-to-wall coverage over bulldozer, Taj Mahal or Gyanvapi Mosque. The real issues of common man often become the victim of TRP race, which provides much needed distraction that usually saves the day for those in power. But we believe in bringing these issues to you, highlighting these issues, because that is what our job is. As they say, news is something somebody does not want printed or told. Everything else is advertising. But doing our job is not easy. It comes with a cost. Sometimes it is a legal cost. Sometimes it is a raid. We have been through both. And that is why we require your support. Share our content, like it, comment below it. That way, YouTube algorithm spreads the content to wider audience. And if you want to help us beyond that, then go to our website www.hwnews.in/support. There you will find different subscription options available for our viewers and our readers. You can take up whichever plan that suits your budget and pay us. Because when you pay, you help keep independent media like us alive.
Amit Shah believes that Yogi Adityanath is the potential prime ministerial candidate for future. Why I don't think Aam Aadmi Party can be a national party at least in 2024, kind of create problems for Bharatiya Janata Party alone on its own. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, says one nation should have one election. You see, I pray to God that Baba, election should be there every day. Every day there should be some election or the other in this country. You know why? Because if there is election, the government ensures that the price is kept in check. Petrol prices are kept in check. The moment elections are over, the prices rise.
Now back to the topic. Retail inflation tracked by the Consumer Price Index measures changes in price from a retail buyer's perspective. In March this year, the retail inflation was at 6.95%. According to the data, the food prices are keeping inflation high for another consecutive month. Inflation in the food basket rose to 8.38% in the month of April from 7.68% in the preceding month. The 2 years of pandemic had already affected the purchasing power of people. At a time when the economy is looking to jumpstart, inflation is pulling it back. Prices of edible oil and vegetables have surged amid the fears of fall in wheat output this year. The rate of price rise in fuel and light category in the retail inflation basket quickened to 10.80% in April this year from 7.52% in the preceding month. In the oils and fats category, inflation remained at an elevated level of 17.28%, which was 18.79% in the March 2022. During the month, as Ukraine is one of the major sunflower oil producers in the world and India imports a major portion of the commodity from the war-ravaged country. Vegetables witnessed an inflation print of 15.41% during the month as against 11.64% in the month of March. This is what the data showed. Let me read out to you some more data regarding the price rise. Oils and fats recorded 17.3% of price rise during the month of April. Vegetables recorded 15.4% price rise, footwear recorded 12.1% price rise, transport and communication recorded 10.9%, fuel and light 10.8%, spices 10.6%, clothing 9.5%, food and beverages 8.1%, household goods and services 8%, health 7.2%, prepared meals, snacks, etc. 7.1%, meat and fish got expensive by 7% in the month of April, cereals and products 6% expensive in the month of April, milk and products 5.5%, non-alcoholic beverages 5.5% again, sugar and confectionery 5.2%, fruits 5%, housing items 3.5%, pan and tobacco 2.7%, pulses and products by 1.9%. It must be noted here that the retail inflation has been on the higher side, about 6% since January this year. This means for 4 months, even before the Russia-Ukraine war began, we have been paying a higher price for everything. The situation is expected to remain the same for the coming months. So what is the government doing? For the start, it has asked RBI to control inflation and keep it around 4%. In an effort to tame the inflation, the Reserve Bank of India has raised the repo rate by 40 basis points to 4.40% following an emergency meeting earlier this month. This was the first rate move in 2 years and its first hike in nearly 4 years. With RBI indicating that it will prioritize bringing inflation under control before economic growth, it is most likely to hike key policy rates in its MPC meetings as well. The repo rate increase will result in an increase in your loan EMIs, whether it is a home loan or vehicle loan. So eventually the money is going out of your pocket, if not one way, then the other way. But who suffers due to this? Recently, in a report, the Finance Ministry said that India's inflation experience has not been as bad as several advanced nations, and rising prices have had a lesser impact on lower income households in the country than on high income ones. This is what the ministry argued in its monthly economic review for April. The aspirational middle class, which is the backbone of the economy, is the one who is hit hard due to this. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, do not forget to like, comment and share this video. And if you like the topics that I bring to you, then please feel free to follow me on my Twitter handle, that is at @ARTI_GHARGI, that is at @Arti_Ghargi. Thank you so much.